Alright, so for today, I want to do the video that I've had requested a decent while before. It actually appeared on the comment on my video for top 5 most annoying characters to face. And if I can find the comment, I'll put it here, like overlay it on the screen. But it was basically asking if I would do a top 5 least annoying characters to face against. Now, while I don't expect this video to perform well, I honestly would just get it out my chest because, like, yeah, I want to just do content. Honestly, I'm just here to provide it. To me, I could care less about how it views. I just want to have it there so that way there's something in the void of me uploading. And you know what? Someone requested this, so I might as well get it off my chest now and make a video about it, like discuss it. So yeah, also, before we get into it, if you guys can tell, I do have a new mic. Hopefully it sounds great, good, or decent. Like, hopefully it's just better than my last one, because the last one I was using was the Pulse 3D, which is a wireless headset. And if anyone knows how wireless headsets can be with mics, it is pretty terrible. So I looked at those comments and I ended up getting a new mic. So you guys let me know how it is, and yeah, I'd really appreciate any I'm choking my words, any feedback whatsoever. But with that out of the way, let's get on to the video. So for top 5 least annoying characters to deal with, man, this is going to be difficult because so many characters can just be annoying to face just by the player alone, because I'd argue it's the player that makes the character annoying to face. But yeah, let's just get on with it. I can already tell this is gonna piss a lot of people off, because at number 5 I'm gonna have Geras. Now let me just say off my bat that this list is gonna be completely off my own experience, so I can see it being any way for anyone. Now, as far as I've seen, Geras is definitely one of those characters that Sub-Zero can struggle upon. And me personally, I have not faced those type of sweats yet. At least I don't think I have. Every time I face a Geras, it feels like I'm just facing about the same mediocre player. So maybe I just need to come across a perfect Geras, or some Geras that just sweats completely the whole match, that I don't know what I'm doing anymore, like how to approach them. So I have yet to face that, and I don't think I can say much about this character in depth. Now, that was another request on the comment that someone said I should like go in more detail with this, but I can't for Geras. Geras is just one of those characters that I don't face enough, and even when I do face him, it feels like I'm facing someone who doesn't master the character the way others could possibly play a different character, if you know what I mean. So I can definitely see this being one of the annoying characters for people, especially sub-mains, but me personally, I have yet to face that and have yet to encounter those type of players, and until then, I feel like he's just going to stay here. Otherwise, yeah, he would just pretty much, I can't put him in a place. That's why I'll just say he's not annoying for me. However, there are other characters coming from this list forward that I can safely say that they don't annoy me when I face them. And I'm going to go into detail with those. Now I got to figure out how I would even fit Rain on this list at number 4. Now, for Rain, I feel like this is a character I can safely say it feels fair for me. I could be wrong. I'm not the perfect sub-main out there to give you matchup knowledge on the character. But out of what I've faced, it feels like Rain is one of those characters that can be tricky with Sub-Zero to face if he has the cameo applied to him. And that could be sometimes a little iffy to get around and deal with. But as far as facing Rain, we're just considering the character right now, and just maybe one cameo they work with. Aside from that, we're going off of that alone. And I feel like Rain is one of those characters that when I face him, it feels like a fight I enjoy. Sometimes it could be annoying. Sometimes I could be dealing with a scrubby Rain. Like I said, it really just depends on the player. But if we're talking about someone who wants to play patient, play with their neutral right, play their rush down when they know it's their turn or when it's their time to start applying the pressure, then I feel like I'm facing a good character, a good matchup, like one that I would enjoy to face. So I wouldn't say this character is annoying to me. Now, I just, for some reason, I can't react to his overhead. Something about it, I can't. Especially the fact that it could be canceled into a grab is something that utterly terrifies me with this character. So, by all means, that's the one thing I fear from him. As far as like his zoning, his like launch in the air where he throws down a water ball or something, like a little lightning or something like that. It's that one move. I don't know what exactly the input is, but for that move, I feel like that's a move I could react with Sub-Zero. Like, I could decide, oh, when I'm going to slide, when I'm going to go in. Now, there's an issue to that. Sometimes I wouldn't get the punish even if I do wait for that whole thing or react on, like, do it on reaction. And that can be annoying at times. But as far as a general sense, I think facing Rain is one of those matches where I have fun with. Now it's funny because I used to say this about Shang Tsung, and you know, spoiler alert, he's not going to be on this list. But I used to have a lot of fun fighting Shang Tsung, and I feel I still can, depending on who's playing him. But lately, I've been dealing with so many annoying Shang Tsungs to the point where it kind of ruined how I first felt. Because at first, that was literally my favorite character to play against, but now I just can't put him there. Like I said, it depends on the player. But as far as Rain, he stays consistent. He's one of those characters I don't get annoyed with when I face him, and that's why he's on number 4. All right, and for number 3 we have Kitana. Now this is a character I know on my life is gonna be probably a deal breaker for a lot of people because they could probably find this character annoying. I mean, she got so many buffs to the point where I'm wondering, did NRS ever consider that Sub-Zero was in the beta as well? Because they basically made Sub-Zero worse than whatever Kitana was in the beta, and that hurts my soul. But without me complaining about Sub-Zero, we're here to talk about least annoying characters, of course. Now, for Kitana, this is same thing I would say with Shang Tsung or like Rain I say now, where I feel this is a character I love having a matchup against. Whenever I face a Kitana, because like honestly I never come across them. It's like the same situation with Geras. I rarely come across Kitana at all when playing Combat League or anything. It's just Johnny Cage, Reptile, Smoke, Raiden. It's just it's the same characters, and I can't deal with it. Astra too, but like Kitana is like the one character that goes extinct. Somehow I face Li Mei and all these other female characters way before I even dare come across Kitana. Even Sindel comes across more than Kitana. It feels like the Kitana mains are just extinct on my end. Like I never run into them. And when I do run into them, chances are it's either a friend that, you know, asked me for a set or I asked them for a set. But coming across them by themselves, like just going on the server and seeing if they happen to be there, it is so rare to the point where I feel like if I do face these players, it just feels like an honor. It feels like a treat because you don't come across this character, especially for me playing Sub-Zero. I need this like this constant matchup knowledge. I need to know what it's like. I need to know what it's like to react or punish or have a overall game plan going into the match or the matchup. And I just feel like this is one of those characters I love playing that game with, whether it be neutral or rushdown. I feel like Kitana is not the best when it comes to, well, she's decent at rushdown. Like if she plays her cards right, if she outfootsies you or she's patient enough to whiff punish you, then chances are you're gonna get completely wrecked by Kitana. And I love that because that's my favorite style of Mortal Kombat. Someone whiff punishing you, you being patient, waiting for your turn, or hell, just going rush down and knowing what you're doing and how to do it. That's the perfect way to approach it. So yeah, Kitana for me isn't that annoying. I love facing her as a character, so that's why she's at 3rd. Kitana is a character I love facing in Mortal Kombat, and even if she has Sub-Zero or Jax cameo, I feel like there's something you can always learn around that with Sub-Zero. You could use Lao Hat, you could use Serena, you could try a different cameo to go around it, and I feel like I love that part of the game where I'm able to finally use my brain power to go against the character, if you know what I mean. It's not like I have to play like an idiot to get a win. No, I have to really think when I face this character, and that's why I really do have Kitana this high on the list. You know, weirdly enough, she should be like mixed with the next character on this list. So if anyone wants to like switch it, like Kitana's 3rd and instead she's 2nd, or the person that's 2nd is 3rd, do that because these two characters could go neck and neck. However, it may just be the fact that this other character only works well with one cameo, in my opinion. But that's enough of that. Kitana is 3rd for me at the moment. She could be switched with the 2nd place any time of day. Looking back at it, I think he should be 3rd place, and then Kitana should be 2nd. So yeah, you know what? We're not gonna edit that in post-production, but we'll leave it as it is. But I keep thinking about it, and I do think Kitana is low-key less annoying than Scorpion. So this is all due to one damn cameo. Freaking Striker, man. Striker with Scorpion. It used to be Striker, not Striker, Scorpion with Cyrax that was a pain in the ass, but I'd argue Striker with Scorpion is 10 times worse. Oh my god, I can't stand this duo. That duo drives me insane, and it bothers me. But we're not here to talk about what bothers me. We're here to talk about what doesn't bother me. And Scorpion, I feel like without that cameo, is low-key not a threat to me. I'm saying it outright. Scorpion does not scare me without Striker. Without Striker, Scorpion is one of those characters I feel like I can go into a match and be like, yeah, I know what I'm doing. Whether that be I play Raiden, whether that I be playing Sub-Zero, one way or another, one of those characters is gonna do it for me, as long as they're not playing Striker. So yeah, I don't gotta really go in depth with this character either. It's literally just Striker. Aside from that, Scorpion is not perfect in the game. He's not top tier by any means. But yeah, he's one of those characters that I feel like take that cameo away, bam, he's gone. Just like the way he was with Cyrax, bam, gone. But now they have Striker, so yeah. It's something. But without that, he's nothing to be afraid of. So that's all I can say. He's just not annoying to me. So all you Scorpion mains out there, you guys are fine. If I face you, you're fine. Unless you play Striker. Then who knows what might happen. I can't guarantee what happens then. Even the dramatic music came in the game. That's crazy. But that's perfect. Scorpion is second, third, whichever way you want to put it with Kitana. And for number 1, we got Havik. Now, this is a character I could easily go around and say it on time. Like, I could just describe it. Havik is a character where, yeah, I face him and it's more just like, it's not annoying to me. Honestly, I feel like whatever cameo they use with him, he's not going to be much of a annoyance. It's not like it changes his gameplay very much. I feel like they all play about the same. Correct me if I'm wrong to anyone who plays Havik or, you know, mains him. But I feel like he's a rushdown character from what I've faced against people. And I tend to like those matches with pure pain in the ass rushdown. Unless it's Ashra, then you could stay the hell away from me. But as far as Havik goes, I feel like I enjoy facing him with Sub-Zero. I can't say much about Raiden because I do not play Raiden against Havik often. I don't run into that sort of matchup. But as far as Sub-Zero, my main, I don't see much of an issue with Havik. He's one of those characters where I face him, I'm just like, okay, he's there. It's a character I don't mind facing. Like, anytime I see Havik, and he appears a bit often, like, he's more often than Kitana, and I feel like, yeah, I don't mind it. When I face him, it's just like, alright, we got a Havik. Do I win this or do I not? Because it could go two ways. One, I get my ass kicked by Havik, by a player better than me, or two, I beat the player and I just move on with my day. I don't think I've teabagged them Havik. I could be wrong, but most of the times they're all chill. The players don't seem to bother me. That's another thing I didn't get to mention with the other characters, but when it comes to the player playing them, most of them aren't toxic. I do feel like Kitana mains can be toxic. Correct me if I'm wrong, but anyone who plays an Adinian, you definitely teabag once in MK11. I just know it. I just know it. And especially in this game, if you use Sindel or Melina, oh god, you definitely teabag once. Hell, even Lee May. I can't say much about Kitana, but I have a feeling that they teabag. Correct me, but MK11, every Adinian was a teabagger to me. Oh my god, I hated them. But we're not here to talk about them. We're talking about Havik. But as I was saying, Havik players, they don't seem to be much of a annoyance, a sort of player that pisses you off. I feel like they're just there. They're just trying to play the game, alright? If you play Havik and you main him, I respect you. You heard it here first. You play Havik, I respect you. You could play like an idiot with Havik, I still respect you. You're playing one of the characters that I don't hate. This is the only character on this list, maybe aside from possibly Kitana, that I feel like I don't find annoying. And same goes for Geras, but Geras, I feel like at some point in the game state, I'm gonna hate him. I feel like at some point I'm gonna run into an annoying Geras. But as far as Havik, Kitana, yeah, Kitana could go in second place now that I think of it. It's just Striker for Scorpion, but I feel these two characters, they don't piss me off in this game. They're more like, if I lose to them, it's fun. I'm losing, I'm learning. It's just like that. It's just that to me. And yeah, Havik, I can't say much for this character other than he's a fine character for me to face. I have fun playing against him. If I don't have fun playing against him, chances are I'm having a good time focusing on the match, trying to beat the player. Which, like in my video, I think it was for the achieving God rank with Sub-Zero. I think my last match, maybe not last match, but one of them, one of my matches, it was getting demigod, not God rank. It was on my stream, but getting demigod. I faced a Havik player, and it was a fun match. It was when I had to sweat in, and I won. It was a good match, and that's how I feel most of the time when I face Havik. So I think that sums everything on the list from my top 5 least hated characters to go against, or least annoying. So yeah, this is a good video to go on par with my most annoying list. So if anyone's watching that and they want to watch this, then there you go, it's here. But for anyone watching this video, or anyone who watched it this long, or just skip through the timestamps, because chances are I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna put like timestamps for each character on listing. But remember, Kitana and Scorpion, they could be swapped at any point. This is just on the mind thinking. But yeah, for anyone watching this after, Let me know in the comments who your choice of top 5, or you know what, just give me like your top 10. It doesn't matter. Just give me like some sort of list of who you find not annoying in MK1. Like, what's a character that surprises you that they're not annoying to you the way they were in probably a different game. And yeah, for me, I never faced Havik in any other game, so this is the first time I get to literally face Havik in an MK game, so I can't say that's much of a shock. But as far as Kitana is a surprise to me. The fact that Kitana is not annoying to me in this game like she was in MK11, dear God, I can safely say that is a surprise to me. So yeah, I'll just leave it at that. Thank you all for watching the video, and I hope you all have a good day. Peace.